everybody, and welcome back to another video. Sorry for the pause on videos. Life has just been busy, and yeah, so that's basically it. I know I didn't finish reviewing all of the sets from the May releases, but at this point, I think it's okay. We're just going to move on to the June releases and the things that I got from there. So starting very obviously here with the Hogwarts Great Hall. This is set 76435, Hogwarts Castle, the Great Hall. I think I named it wrong when I just said it. It has 1,732 pieces and retails for an entire $200. So yes, that is a lot of money. That is the most expensive Hogwarts Castle part that we have ever gotten. And I'm not sure if it's a good thing. I've got a lot to say about this particular castle, specifically because it is about the third modern reiteration of this section of the castle. So does it hold up to what LEGO is trying to charge? I'm not so sure about that. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Let's go ahead and start with the minifigures first, as always. All right, checking out the minifigures. We're gonna start with Harry Potter, super plain. We have had him a million times at this point, but I understand that he does need to be included in a set like this. We get another generic Ron Weasley. This is the only character of the school children that has open robes. I would have loved to see the open robe design incorporated into some of the other houses, so that is disappointing, but it is the same Ron that we get in all other sets. Again, though, I understand why he's here. We get Hermione Granger, and she has the solid plastic skirt piece with the dual molded legs. Actually, they're closer to triple molded, which is cool. She is not new, but she is newer than Harry and Ron. And I really appreciate that skirt piece. They seem to have a bit of an identity crisis with the girls for a while, not giving them skirts at all, giving them fabric skirts, and then oscillating back and forth between this plastic piece. It does seem that LEGO, though, has made up their mind to continue using that piece, so I like that. Our Ravenclaw student is Terry Boot, very appropriate, and I think that his minifigure looks good. Again, we're going to see a lot of reused faces amongst the students. It is just cheaper that way, I assume, but he is a Ravenclaw. I do hate that the Ravenclaws is so navy. I wish that they had brightened up the navy on their robes because they're just so hard to see, but brand new character for LEGO Harry Potter. Here we have Daphne Greengrass, and we definitely, I don't think have seen her in the movies, but she is mentioned in the books. She is our Slytherin girl, and she is quite cute. We have seen her face before, but the face hair combo is new. But there's our Slytherin girl. And our Hufflepuff student, which is also a girl, is Leanne. And this is her first appearance as well. So I love all the other houses have brand new students. They didn't throw in something like a Cho Chang or a Luna or a Malfoy, and I do appreciate that very much. She is so cute. I believe she's also just mentioned in the books and not seen in the movie, other than maybe a side character, but I like that they included her. We have our updated Albus Dumbledore with the arm printing. Looks amazing. I believe that we have gotten him in similar dress before. I think either more red than this or more purple than this, but seems to be where they have decided to keep Albus Dumbledore, and he's pretty much perfect because of that arm printing, and all the detailing on the front looks beautiful, as well as detailing on the back of the dress, which is really cool. Here is the Hufflepuff House Ghost, which is the Fat Friar, brand new to LEGO, which is really cool. He's done in that gray and in that kind of silver. He's super cute, and it's very understandable that they would make this particular ghost because they added the common room for Hufflepuff. This makes me excited to think that we might get the other house ghosts. We have gotten Ravenclaws already, so that's cool, but we still need the Bloody Baron and then maybe a new Peeves. It makes way for a lot of potential, so I really like that. We have another Professor Quirrell, which some people might be eye-rolling, but not for me because I don't have the original because I didn't have the 2018 Great Hall. So this is great. I think he is pretty similar. They've updated his outfit just a little bit. His pants look extremely plain compared to the characters with the dresses, so that's kind of disappointing, but he's got this like dark brown and then obviously his purple turban, which is really cute. I initially, when I built him, was going to switch around his face because I thought they might have like a scary like troll in the dungeon, like a fainting face, and then I remembered that it's actually just Voldemort all the time, and it kind of frightened me because I forgot. But there he is, and I definitely don't think that he is as intimidating as the original 2001. The 2001 Voldemort is much scarier. This is Professor Vector. I believe we do see her in the Sorcerer's Stone sitting at the teacher table. So very cool, brand new professor. I don't know if she was like astronomy or something before. I don't remember. I'd have to read the books, but I'm sure she is mentioned, and there's a hood there. I assume it's a double hood actually because she's wearing a hat. I assume this is a girl, but boys also wear dresses, so I'm not 100% sure. Looks great though. Brand new character again. Lots of new characters in this, which is great. Yeah, I think that's a girl. Very cool. And then finally, we have my favorite, which is the updated cave troll. He looks great. He is a like custom special big fig, which I really like. He has really ugly knobby legs and molded vest and loincloth, which is kind of disappointing because there was something endearing about the fabric loincloth and vest of the old cave troll with the rump bumps that held it on. I really like that, but I definitely say that this one is a much sweeter looking troll compared to the monstrosity that is that minifigure head of the original cave troll. It's just scary. But he has kind of modified big arms. These look actually more like Hulk size arms. I don't know. There's something kind of funny about the scaling of this. Like, I'm pretty sure the cave troll had skinny arms because he was very weirdly proportioned. And so this cave troll having fat arms, I think there's just something off about it. And I think that's the problem for me. Nonetheless, I would say also the nose. The missing nose on this looks really odd to me, but I think they got the facial expression good. I can hear him go roar when he, I think, tries to swing his bat. So I also love the ears, which is hilarious because Lego minifigures don't have ears. He still doesn't have a nose, but he does have ears. And then he comes with a little club, which is a nice little brick-built piece. Looks great. There's the back of him. I wish that he had like a butt crack or something. I think that would have been funny. I don't know if he had one in the movie, but it would have been funny to me. All right, so getting right into it. This is the front of the Hogwarts Castle, the Great Hall. They have rebranded this castle line yet again, and it is called Hogwarts Castle instead of just Hogwarts, whatever. Now this is going to be similar to the 2020 Hogwarts Chamber of Secrets, which was about $140. It was a very flat, narrow, skinny modular, and they based all of the castles with the green roofs off of, you know, that initial set. And then we had a 2018 what's considered the gray roofs, and that one is just Hogwarts the Great Hall. And that one was $100. I never personally picked it up, but my sister had it, and that's always like the esteemed Great Hall for some reason. So now we have the 2024 gray and green roofs. So we have some green detail, gray roofing. It's like a mix of both, and it's not so constrained to the narrow modular castle that was in 2020, but it's not as inaccurate as the 2018. So it's a little bit of mix of both, and they're charging a whole $200 for this. And I will say right off the bat, I love the rock exterior. It looks great. This is the first time we've had a courtyard, and this connects directly to the boathouse. So I love the thought that has gone into it. It does definitely seem like we're starting out with a plan versus the 2020 castle. I feel like it started out as like some sets and they didn't really have a plan on how to complete the castle, and then you saw them like change up the way they were doing it towards the end. I think this one has been designed with all of the pieces already in mind, roughly at least. And so I love that we get this courtyard. That is so cool. We've never seen that before. This touts to be the most detailed Lego Hogwarts Castle ever. So we do have the stairs running up that connect directly to the boathouse. This courtyard, which is relatively large. I mean, this is all not going to be minifigure scale, so just keep that in mind. And then we have this really nice facade of rock and the castle on top. I think that the outside of this set is extremely impressive. I like the windows on the side of the castle. It looks really nice. You can see the windows on the front. However, I think that the back, the inside, falls flat. So we will get into why, with this set being as tall as it is. I'm gonna have to probably flip around the camera to talk about these other parts, but we do have some pull-out pieces, if you will, which we'll go into. Inside the courtyard, there's just a couple of benches and a little bit of ivy, a printed clock piece, which looks great, as well as the doors that lead into the Great Hall, the main hall. Inside, it's nothing particularly impressive. We have lots of seats for students. I do think that these Great Hall tables are larger than what we have seen before, at least from the 2020. So I like that. The desserts and food look nice. The cup arrangements look nice. You can fit all 4 houses. They just have to split the table in half. But I do like the gappage for the seating. I think you get students in there pretty well. The table for the teachers is very small. They're never going to be able to get this part accurate to the movie just because of how large this actual place is. We do have the banners in the back, and those look really nice. They are stickered, unfortunately, but I really like them nonetheless. And then at the top, something that is brand new for this castle is the like starry night, the bewitched ceiling. So we have the floating candles and then like the night sky, and I really like the way that looks. I think it looks awesome. And at the very top, we have another sticker with the Hogwarts crest, as well as what I assume to be the Sorcerer's Stone hiding above. So that is everything for the Great Hall. And I do also, I forgot to mention, I really enjoy this balcony area that goes all the way around where you can actually fit characters. I think that's really fun. Moving on to the back though, we do have 3 sections that you can remove, and the instructions explain that you can actually replace some of the buildings, which is actually cooler, the pieces. And so I assume that they're gonna make some like playset add-ons like we have seen with potions, which I'll show in a minute, but you can add the potions in here and take out another one. So you can kind of arrange this how you want. There's more customizability to it. And I will say there's like little hooks on the back of the castle, and I don't know what those are for. I assume that that's going to lead us into something in the future, but very interesting nonetheless. So some of the places that we have inside that are included with the Great Hall are firstly the bathroom. And this was exciting because we got our very first big figure troll in the dungeon troll. This was a much probably more accurate representation of the troll, but my sister and I are very fond of the original troll because we had the original bathroom scene, and it has the rump bumps that keep on the little fabric tunic, and it's really cute, and this one is just molded on. But I really like this big fig. It's definitely unique and different, and that's part of why this set was probably so expensive. As you can tell from the interior, there's not a lot to it, unfortunately, which is where this build really soured for me. I didn't enjoy building it, and I just felt like there could have been more for the $200 price point. But part of that is going to be the big fig. Part of it is like minifigures we've never seen before, things like that. But we do get the bathroom scene, and I will just say up front, I don't think this is better than the original, which is kind of sad because the original is so simple, but the fact that there are no walls to this drives me nuts. It's so weird. It does open up, so you do have some play space, and I like that. Sliding into the castle, it looks a little bit better, but since they didn't add walls, you can kind of like see through every single portion of this dungeon area. And so that's awkward to me, but I do like that they give you the like interchangeability, I guess, aspect. And so this is the troll in the dungeon bathroom scene, and I definitely think that we needed a remake of it. I think that this should have been an individual playset like potions. I think they could have done a lot more with it. The build itself is just weird to me. The details are good. Like, I love the sink aspect. I love the broken sink with the water flooding. It looks really good. And then we have a little stall for a toilet. I don't know though, it's not very much. It actually reminds me very much of the old sets, the way we have like these little half walls. That's just something that they did like with old Harry Potter style. They didn't do full walls. So that's kind of weird, but I mean, we saw in the 2020, the green roof castles, we saw the polyjuice potion mistake, and that was a good small bathroom. They could have done something like that again, and they chose to not. And I don't know why, unless they just wanted to go totally different. I do like that the floor is totally tiled, and I like the grading system in the floor, but it just doesn't really do it for me. You can fit the figures and stage them in pretty nice. I also appreciate the fact that when you slide this in, the cave troll fits underneath the castle. I think that was very important that they followed through with that. But it just is what it is. It's lackluster to me. This was a really cool scene. My sister and I had this set when we were kids, the original, and we really, really liked it. So it was kind of a bummer to see that this is what the remake was after all these years. But the cave troll is great. The center here, we just have this really odd hallway, I guess, that has some of the posters. So you get like these portraits now that are kind of like the chocolate frog cards from the 2020 line. And their posters, or portraits rather, and it's a better concept because you can use them throughout the castle, and I like that a lot more, and they are more detailed. But this was just a weird build. I can't foresee Lego making a small playset that slides into here to replace this. So I feel like we're stuck with this very odd stone corridor. And I suppose that it's here because that's how the troll gets into the dungeon. If you look at the front of the castle, there's actually like a little secret hatch that opens up that it shows like Coral running away, which is kind of funny. But like there's like a little door in it, and I guess that's how the troll gets into the dungeon. But I really don't feel like that was needed at all. I think they could have cut out this poster section and then just made 2 larger rooms. So that's just my opinion. It's sort of weird. There's not going to be anything likely that goes into that spot that we can replace it with. So it's just blank space. It's just wasted space at that point. And lastly, we have the Hufflepuff common room, and I like this. We have certainly got our fair share of common rooms over the past few years, and I'm not complaining because I love them. I do like that this is one that is put inside the castle. It makes me feel like maybe in the future we will get the other common rooms dispersed throughout the castle. I really like the possibilities behind this. It does unfortunately suffer the same exact problem as the bathroom. It has no walls. And while it does fit inside, you still can see through the walls, so it's weird. I like the details on this Hufflepuff common room. It folds out for playability. We have another portrait We have a little hearth here, and yeah, it's really cute. We have like a desk with some plants and then a dessert and a couch, and it folds up, and you can just, it's very clearly Hufflepuff, and the position of it seems correct to me. Hufflepuff common room and dormitories are supposed to be beside the kitchens, and so they are under the Great Hall on that section of the castle. Hogwarts Legacy really helped to flesh that one out, but this is in the appropriate spot, I'll give it that. So I really like that aspect. I hope we get more common rooms to begin with, but like I said in the beginning, it just seems lackluster. Once you finish building everything, the exterior looks amazing, which is how I plan on displaying it, but the interior playability doesn't quite do it. And so Lego has done this strange thing where it's not quite a playset and it's not quite an adult collector model, because the detail is a little bit lacking. The play features that they do have are very lackluster for play features, and so they're kind of caught in between, like doing a little bit of both. I think that they're having a little bit of identity crisis. It's not totally bad, but I don't think it's worth $200. I would say $150, $140, I would have been happy at that price. No, I don't know, it just felt flat to me. I am excited to connect it to the boathouse. I think that's gonna look great, and I love that you could put the potions classroom in replace of the bathroom. Anyways, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about this set in the comments below. Until next time, I will see you guys later.